Good morning, folks. Good morning. Super happy to be back. We're back. And we don't have a chat. What the fudge is that? What the fudge is that? Twitch chat. There we go. And now we're going to turn it dark. Vamos. Good to see everyone, folks. Good to be back. It's been too long. I mean, it's been since Friday, so it's been 6 days. 6 days without you. Too long. Too damn long. Dark mode is on, folks. Oof. Dark mode is on. Okay, so stop the timer. Good. What's up, everyone? So I was gone a little bit. Took some vacation. Feel rested. That's been really good. And we're gonna stream for 2 more days this week, for Thursday and Friday. So that's pretty exciting. We're gonna try to finish this thing. For those that have been following for a little bit, we started this I think on Friday 2 weeks ago. It's possible that we spent a full week already on this. I don't know. It's been a while. But it's been a super nice box. So yeah. Yeah, so folks, we're gonna do a bit of a hacking. We're gonna keep following this. We're gonna do this hacking thing. So let me explain you where we stood last time, and therefore so that you can understand what you follow along. Does that sound good, folks? Anyway, super happy to be back. Happy to have you back. Happy to be hacking again. It's been a week. I might lose a bit of my muscle memory on certain things. I feel like it's like playing the piano or something. I've never played the piano, by the way. But if you don't do it for a while, you get lost at it. You lose a little bit these things, these muscles, these reflexes, especially when you do it as often as we do, which is daily from 6 to 8 on every workday. Cool, folks. So, what are we doing today? We're gonna hack a box, which is a virtual box, which is Finder PHP connector, which is this one. Look up. Right here we have it. All right, let's refresh. Let's see if the website remembers us. Did our cookie expire? Let's see. Do. Nope, we're good. Oh, to access me. Okay, yep. We need to log in. Oopsies. So my email. All right, bus. I'm good. All right, folks. Cool. So Advent of Cyber, 30% off your subscription. That's cool. We're okay without it. Resume learning. Are you going to take us directly to the... Okay, no, let's look up. Let's go look up. Look up. Try hack me, look up. No. Can we search for a box? Okay, practice, challenges. Medium challenges. The game. 5 minutes hacks. No, we're more interested into lookup. Lookup. Let's go. All right. Hope everyone's good. Had a good weekend last weekend, and wow, it's already Thursday. It's almost the weekend already. I love it. Oh, this is the double benefit of having holidays. Large screen recommended. Don't tell me what to do. It's like the double benefit of being on holidays is that you get holidays, and then when you come back, if you come back in the middle of the week, you have fewer days to work before the weekend, and that's really good. So there's 2 days to work only. And then we get 2 days of break. Isn't that wonderful? We have to say it's going to be coming back to work. I like my work. I love my job. It's just getting back to work is always a bit of a difficult one. All right, folks. So we're going to connect to that instance. We're going to log in. We're going to trace back a bit how we got into the box in the first place. So let's see here the IP address. Got 15 seconds left. While we contemplate life. VM is located in Europe, Ireland. Sounds good. Probably having some Guinness. What else do you do in Ireland? Yeah, I haven't seen... I saw the stats for where people come from. Usually, about 50% of the audience is from the United States. Doesn't surprise me given the time and given the language I stream in. And, wait. Oopsies, what the fudge is that? No one comes from Ireland, so... You know, if you want to become relevant in Ireland, you got to come on the stream. All right. No, so we have our box. We can put it over there. This, I think we can put it over there. I don't know what that is. I kind of forgot. Luckily, folks, we have some notes to remember in case they're necessary. So let's remind ourselves what we did for this box. So we have the box here. We have the IP here. We're going to go into our sudo nano etc hosts because we need to connect the... Oh, really? The fudge? Usually pops out into another window. Doesn't matter a ton. Whoopsies. What did I do? I pressed the wrong key, I think. Okay. I press enter. Didn't like that. 148, it is 1080, 177.242. We're going to put the new IP in there is because we need to route lookup.thm and files.lookup.thm to this thing, to this new IP address of the box. And last time we had a different one because we had a different box. And we'll press Q, no? No. Control X, Control C. How do I exit this thing? How do I exit this thing? Oh, there we go. Control X, exit. Yes. Nice. All right, cool. We have that. So now we should be able to go on to, let's close all this. We don't know what they mean. Then we want to go on to lookup.thm. And here we'll see a login page. From this login, this took us forever to do. First, we spent 2 hours trying to get the username, so we had to use a script for that. All right. Don't hurt me here. HTTP lookup.thm. You should know. We put the right IP address in there. It should work. Come on, come on. Turn the radio on. Finding it. And it won't be long. Do we want to get some music today? I feel like we want to get... Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, la, 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 la. What is this bright ass light in our face? We want to get some music today. All right. So this... let's go into our Spotify. You can play some chill music in the background. And my last played songs were Empire of the Sun. Feeling a bit nostalgic. All right, do you hear this? All right, lookup.thm is still... pretty chill. All right, the connection has timed out. The fudge? Why is the connection timed out? Did we make a mistake here in our typing? 1080.177.242. That looks good. Look up the THM. All right, time to figure out what's going on. Look up that THM. Oh, am I not connected to the Wi-Fi to the VPN? I don't think I'm connected to the VPN. It's been too long. Ah, maybe we are. We should just like reconnect. It's been a little bit. Let's see if one has loaded it. No. Okay, so here's our another desktop that we have, folks. Just so that this doesn't stay in our face all the time. So yeah, it's exiting. Now we want to access the VPN. So we go, I think it's sudo, anyway, I have it in my notes here. Sudo open VPN. There we go, config, try hack me connect. My super secret password. Let's see if this changes things. There we go. Yep, that was a VPN thingy. And now it's able to ping successfully. Alright, let's press clear. Nice. Why is this? I think I pinned this by accident. Let's start a new terminal. Fudge it. Fudge it. Alright. So we already know the username. It's Jose. And the password was, I believe, password 123. We spent some time to get those to work out. I think we spent a day, 2 hours on each. And here we see an application, which is good. That's a good sign. And when we press I over here, we can see that the version is... What was it? Is it this one? The version? Well, we saw the version. Let's make it big. For this one, we can make it big. All right, close this. Get info. Or is it this? Yep, we saw the version here. 2.1.47. And then we saw that it had several vulnerabilities. So we ran our first ever script or vulnerability last week. So let's keep doing that. Our version, so what we did is search exploit, Finder 2.1.47. So this was how we found the vulnerabilities. We see that there's several here. And we find that the fourth one was the best. All right, let's check out our notes from last week. Using Metasploit. Metasploit is good. Typical me. You should start a hack by typing search Finder. Okay. You can find options for running exploits to show options. Okay. Oh yeah, I think we should open Metasploit. It's a different thing. Metasploit. Alright, database has started. Database is configured. Okay. So let's okay, so it's starting. Alright, let's clear all this stuff. Search exploit Finder. Alright, there's 3 and we want to do the last one. Web file manager version, which I think is where we are. And we need to use the path web apps 51864.txt. Alright, so file manager version. So what do we do here? We chose the 4th one. Let's go back to our notes. It's been a little bit. What to do? Look up on THM. Okay. Curl X post D login admin password equal 123. What the fudge is this? 1311, that's been a while. Alright, do. Alright, so we're supposed to run the fourth one. Hold on, let's see. Oh, I don't want burp suite. Thank you though. Yes, I want to exit burp suite. Alright, so we're gonna launch an attack. How do we do that? Privilege escalation, injection, moving around Linux, web hacking, dictionary. Completely misspelled. I think we have one on prompt injection, on scripting, no. Privilege escalation, what to do, connecting to stop, vulns. Nice. For lookout, use exploit 4, username Jose, password 123, cool. You can complement Metasploit with exploitdb.com to see which exploit to run. You can set, okay, let's say, we're gonna say use 4. I think we can say that. Or no, this one we can close because we're only gonna use, we're gonna use Metasploit. Use 4, I think it's how we do it. Oh. How do I select which one I want to exploit? We use exploit 4. So did you do it? The fudge happened. Why do I have all this text? All we wanted to do was use exploit 4. Just this one. Alright, go clear. Not sure what happened. And does the same thing. Clear. Oh, okay. Use not found. Use exploit 4. Oh no, it's not the command to run. How do you use an exploit? How do you even set? Search Lfinder, show options. Okay. So let's see this one again. Lfinder. File manager version, remote command. This is 2.53. Is that bad? Fudge, I don't remember how to do this. You can set parameters with set elements. You can complement Metasploit with exploitdb.com to see which exploit to run. So let's do this because I can't remember which one we're supposed to run. We use exploit 4. It feels right, but it's just that it's 2.1.53. And here we're on earlier version. 2.1.47. Oh, it does say web. But let's see. Exploitdb.com. Exploit this one. 481. So it looks like it's this one. And we need to specify different things. Okay, that works. Let's ask ChatGPT how do we specify Metasploit. I did search exploit on my Metasploit browser and want to use a Metasploit, use one of the offered exploit. How do I select one of them to be used? On hack the box. Let's just say that. All right, it's giving us high level stuff as usual. When you see results, there's usually two types: Metasploit modules, standalone exploits. Direct and encouraging, well, professional and precise, quirky, playful and imaginative. Well, you can, wow. Using searchploit result in Metasploit. High level guidance. Searchploit only searches the exploit DB offline database. It does not directly load exploits into Metasploit. Searchploit only searches the exploit DB offline database. It does not directly exploit. When you use result in server, there's usually two types: Metasploit modules and standalone exploits. Here's how you can choose one depending on what kind it is. Yeah, that's a Metasploit module. Okay, so this is what we have here. This is what we have here because we clearly have a path and everything. Open it like this. Conceptual, not step by step. Open MSF console, run searchploit name, exploit name. Oh, we don't have to search exploit, we can just search. Okay. Search Finder. Okay, there's 4. We can use this one. Use and then we're gonna do the module path. Okay, I like that. Excellent. Yes. Where's the path? There it is. Can I just say use for? Yeah, you can say use for. Nice, so we remember correctly. Okay, we shouldn't search exploit when we're going on. Not use exploit on Metasploit, but rather just search. Nice. I think it's taken for granted that you're... Oh, no pylon configured, defaulting to PHP. What? No, wait, that doesn't work. No payload configured, defaulting to use PHP injector exit fran CMD injection. That's what we wanted. Oh no, web app. Yeah, that's what we want. Finder PHP connector extran. Okay, nice. So that's what we wanted. It's all good. All right. So how do we go from here? We want to set parameters, no? Or something? View options, I think is the thing. Set element, you can say show options. All right, so we can now see the options. There's the L host that needs to be our name according to, let's see, IPA, oopsie, IPA, let's run it. And we have our ton 0 address. This is what we need. We're gonna set our L host. Do we press enter? No, we need to set it. Set L host to this. Nice, cool. We can set our hosts. Our hosts, which is our target, right? Target hosts, okay. So it's gonna be files.chm. Hey, XR. Good to see you. Am I back early? I don't think so. I think at least that wasn't my intention to communicate this. Maybe I said I'd come back later, but yeah, I think I said I'd come back Thursday. Did you think? You said Thursday, I thought. Well, yeah. The thing is, it's Thursday for me. And it's Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday for you. Yeah, it is Thursday for you, right? 6 hours. So it's midnight 28. It's Thursday. Good to see you, XR. So, files lookup.thm. Okay, set our host. Let's go. Nice. Yes, it's Thursday morning. I was expecting midnight. My time on Thursday, lol. Yeah. Would have been Friday for me, and then I would stream Saturday. Yep. I guess I'm back. I think I should be clearer, because XR. I was talking earlier. I realized most of my audience, I think around 55%, is from the U.S. They're night owls from the U.S. So I think I should be a bit clearer in my schedule when I say things out, and then I didn't cancel the I couldn't figure out how to do it on the phone to cancel the schedule for these days, so it was a little bit of a mess. But hey, got a good rest of vacation, and that's what matters. How you been, XR? What's up with you? MS exploit. Cool. We set our host. Okay, that's really good. What else do we need to set? Let's see options again. Show options. Cool. 80 is good. Target URL Finder. Let's try it. Lport, that's fine. vhost. Alright, how do I run this? Let's see, how do I say I run? You can complement Metasploit. Exploit. Been well, I was starting to look back on Hack the Box tracks, starting back on starting point. Made it from tier 0 and I finished Archetype, a tier 2 box last night. Wow, after only 2 hours. Well done, XR. That's a challenging one. Tier 0 and I finished Archetype, a tier 2 box. Wow, that's a lot of boxes you just cleared. Because there's like 15 boxes, no, in tier 0? Finished tier 2 box in 2 hours. Wow, that's impressive. Exploit. Okay, so it's starting to do things. Are we in? Oh, hello? I don't know. Oh yes, LSing. So we're good. We're in. Nice. It's annoying me. Syntax is a problem for me. I don't think there is 6 on tier 0, but I'm also broke, so I'm only doing free ones. Lol, yeah. Man, I'm paying and I can do... And I can... yeah. I mean, might as well do the free ones. There's just so many free things. I'm paying for Hack the Box, and honestly, I don't see the point. I was doing the courses for a little bit. That was kind of useful. But I haven't done them in a while. Man, you don't need to pay, huh? And yeah, you're waiting tables while you can grow in cyber, so it makes perfect sense. Cool. Well, good to have you back. It's a pleasure to have you as always. And yeah, today we're just gonna keep going with the box. I think you finished it this one, no? Or you were ahead last time. I don't know if you finished it since. I do believe I finished it. Nice. Nice. So yeah, we're doing the Jose thing. Whoa, it feels like so long ago. We spent over a week. I mean, we spent so long on this, but it's a really enjoyable box, folks. If some of you are listening in and figuring out which box you want to do, this one's a really fun one. Really had a good time so far. Let's see, inshallah, it will be good. All right, so now that I'm here, we want to find a better way to, apparently there's a better way to view the script. So, okay, Finder class, temp storage. Let's type who am I? Who am I? Okay, we're in the Metaprinter. I do believe I finished it. Shell? Oh yeah, that's right. That's what we need to type. I'll put in my notes. Thanks for that, XR. You can type shell to get a shell after running an exploit. Alright, ls. Cool. Who am I? www data. Okay, so we're the data, we're the server data, or where am I? cd this ls. Okay, so we're very much at the beginning. Maybe the cd usr. I think we're gonna find the ls. We're gonna find Jose here, no? Lib boot dev. Alright. What do we do? Oh no. User bin games lib. So these are all our options. Bin games include lib. Look, why can't we see other users? ls la. Bin games include lib. It's strange. I thought we would be able to see. We would be able to see Jose here. Is it possible to execute some commands from Metaprinter, but I won't execute some commands? Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know what Metaprinter is. As a lot of people, US people might say, it sounds very European with the meter in there. All right, so how do we look for, I think we need to look for the user's bin games library as bin share, maybe something in share. I want to go into Jose. Locate Jose. bin sh locate not found. Oh, find Jose, find in this Jose. God, so annoying how it does this. There's probably a better way to find things. Alright, while it completely bugs out, let's try to better understand Jose. Gender project, dictionary attack, reverse shell. General hacking tips, is it here? Maybe is it connecting to stuff? No. What to do before vuln. Privilege escalate. Oh my god, this is giving me a headache. Scripting, nmap, prompt injection, steganography, moving around Linux. I think it's here. Okay. If I do Control C, will I lose my exploit? No. Okay, nice. ls. Are we still here? You don't have Jose's password already? We do. It's possible to execute some commands from Metaprinter, but it won't see. We do have Jose's password. It is password 123. No, don't do that. Why would it want to terminate? I just want to stop running this command before. Oh no, shell. Can we get back in there? Oh god. What happened there? Error, open a new session. I mean, look, it doesn't ls. Timeout. Timeout incorrectly. You can configure this with a session interact. Alright, now that I think about it, we should probably extend our instance again. Timeout currently 15 seconds. You can configure this with sessions interact ID. Oh, okay. Shell. Oh, shoot. Shooty. Try session 1, timeout 0. Okay. Like it says here. Yeah, I think we meant sessions. Okay. Huh. Oh, it timed out again. Oh yeah, that search thing was a really bad idea. Or close it and run the exploit again. Yeah. Ay. Alright, it's gonna give us some practice though. That's pretty good. Let's search. Ah, yeah, really? I didn't know. Okay, that works. Nice. Good to know. Thank you for that. SEARCH. Search. L finder. Alright. Use for. Alright, so I was going to choose this one. That's good. And then we show options. Set L host to ours, which is shell 1, this one, it is this one. Let's copy it again. So L host is our own IP, folks. That's what's going on. Set L host, and now we're gonna set our host. It's our target, and we're gonna set it to. Last time I think we just did that. Should be. Now we can say run, no? I think run. Last time we ran exploit, it worked too. Alright. Let's do shell. Alright, channel created. Nice. Cool. Let's not search like dumbasses. LS. Would have been cool to find a, because we're supposed to find a user already, no? User flag and the root flag. I don't particularly enjoy privilege escalation, but it's a pretty important phase of hacking. It's okay. Okay, what is a user flag, folks? Where do you think we can find the user flag here? Volume box. You haven't done much privilege escalation? No. Not much. A little bit in boxes, but it always seemed a bit confusing to me how we got to it. Often it's when we have to look at write-ups and we kind of get it, but not too much. But yeah, in effect, we haven't done much privilege escalation. You're right, XR. Although Bandit is a lot about... Oh, hey, Ghost. Ghost, holy moly. Good to see you. It's been a while. MC, what the heck? This is like day 20 all over again. Glad you're still at it. Sub, been a while since I've been up this late. Ah, nice. Hey, Ghost. Wow. Both of you coming in at the same time. Good to have you. Fine. Name flag.txt to dev. No. Okay, yeah. I like that. I like how you think, Ghost. That's very efficient. Yeah, I'm glad still at it. Of course. Just MC. We were on holidays. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And now we're back. I know the MC. Yeah. MC is very, very active around the community of cyber folks. And Ghost is also a fellow streamer. He streams some video games and some hacking as well. So yeah, and he was one of the very early supporters of the channel, Ghost. MC also has been very consistent in days like 20 and everything. So yeah, we have the crew lined up, and XR has been super supportive, folks, in the past 3 weeks or so. Yeah, you were around InfoSec a lot. That's good. Classic MC. Cool. So folks, we're running exploits right now. And Ghost gave us a good tip. So we're just gonna search for the flag directly. Flag. No, excuse me. Find. And everywhere name is flag.txt. And the failures go into 2/dev/null. Cool. Hey, so I mean, MC, you've been going to bed earlier. Is that what you've been saying? How you been? I know you used to hang out until quite late. I think MC is on the East Coast as well, if I'm not confused. It's either flag.txt or user.txt. Seems like it's searching, or did it not yield anything? Probably the latter. Find in all user.txt. Oh no! Oh, I don't like how you cannot move around. Name is user.txt. I mean, you can do that. Otherwise, you can just search manually a bit more. /dev/null. Name. Yep. Oh, okay. Home think user.txt. All right. Home. All right. Can we just do this? Oh no, we can't go back up, right? Oh shoot. Cat home. Home/think. User.txt. Permissions denied. No, can we just sudo it? Sudo cat. Yeah, I just typed in home. Let's see if we can sudo. I haven't tried yet. Think user.txt. A terminal is required to read the password. I use option S to read from standard input or configure ask pass helper. Who am I? So we are, I'll do it for you. We are the www data. Name, I believe it's user.txt and root.txt. Who am I? Yeah, we're XR knows. We're www data. So, oh, it doesn't have access to anything. Yeah, I think we might need to privilege escalate already. But the thing is, we should have a user flag. We can tell with the question, and we are logged in, so we should find a user flag. I think we need to log into a maybe less sudo perms. I've seen this before. Privilege escalation, sudo L for viewing who has sudo options. All right, good point. Reconnaissance 101. Sudo a terminal is required to read the password. Either use S for option to read from standard input, or configure and ask helper. Okay, let's just do S. Sudo S L. Oh, what's the password for it? We have no idea. You need TTY shell. A sudo list perms. You need to change the user. You need to change to think user. Oh. You need TTY shell. What is TTY shell? Can I control C without crashing the whole thing? Exit. Teletype shell. Okay, how do I get out of this? Are you gonna log? Okay, 3 incorrect password attempts. Okay, that's good. Took us out. Teletype shell. Teletype shell. Or just shell. Okay, no. List sudo perms. I tried no. Isn't it this command to list sudo perms? For you who has sudo options. Sudo L. But it's telling me that terminal is required. Search for TTY shell using Python 3 in Google. And do it. TTY shell using Python 3. Okay, let's try it. TTY shell in Python 3. Upgrading simple shells to fully interactive TTYs. Okay. Well, that's kind of a dark image. Ropnop blog. Alright, let's see. Every pentesters know that amazing feeling when they get a catch or reverse shell with a netcat and see that oh so satisfying verbose netcat message followed by an output ID. Yeah, it feels pretty good. And if other pentesters are like me, they know that the dreadful feeling when their shell is lost because they run a bad command that hangs and accidentally hits Control C, thinking it will stop it, but instead kills the entire connection. Yeah. Yep. Besides not correctly handling sigint, these dumb shells have other shortcomings as well. Some commands like su or ssh require proper terminal to run. Okay. Once upon a time I had that whole script memorized, but I can't remember it worth crap now, lol. I mean, probably you don't use it as much. I've come across a good resources that include very helpful tips and techniques for upgrading these shells, and I want to compile and share in a post. Along with Pentester Monkey, I also learned the techniques from Pineas Fisher in his release video and write-ups of his illegal activities. Oh, okay. Great, we're learning from illegal people, that's great. For reference, in all the screenshots and the commands to follow, I am injecting commands into a vulnerable server, victim, and catching shells from my Kali VM Kali. Okay. Okay, generating reverse command shells. We got this, though. Yeah, we just did sudo L. Should be able to use sudo L, yeah, and then we get this error MC. A terminal is required to read the password. Either use the L option to read from standard input or configure an ask pass helper. Whoops. I can make this bigger too. I'll make this a bit bigger. No, we can do that in Mathieu Peteau. Mathieu Peteau drops shells. So yeah, let's see how we can upgrade this using Python 3. Let's Control F, Python. Alright, table of contents. One of my go-to commands for a long time and after catching a dumb shell was to use Python to spawn a PTY. The PTY model, oh, this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the TTY. No? Yeah, the Python thing should work. Okay. Let's spawn a pseudo terminal that can fool commands like su into thinking they are being executed in a proper terminal. To upgrade a dumb shell, simply run the following command. Okay, Python C import PTY, PTY spawn. Okay. Copy. Let's see it. Python not found. Huh. How do I import Python? The fudge? Wait. Which Python? Do I need to go in there to run it? Yeah, Python not found. How the fudge is Python not found? Which Python? Write which Python? You want to write 3? No. Oh shoot. I'll have to type it by hand. Python 3 C import PTY semicolon PTY dot spawn bin slash bash. All right, there we go. I think we got it. No space. Then try Python 3. Okay, cool. We did it, folks. Nice. Thanks for that. Ghost is back and he's strong. Folks, Ghost is also a network engineer for his company. So, a real networking ninja. Why the spaces? I'm not going to question where I work, lol. What's wrong with my spaces? He's got a problem with that? Alright, privilege escalation. Here's a command to improve the shell. All right, so we got a good command. We got a good thing around here. Python 3 C import PTY, PTY spawn. Those dumb shells sometimes throw error for spaces, sometimes parse it through, so we never know. Happens. All right, so we're here. Can we now search for the goddamn password or sudo L? Let's see if we can get it now. Sudo L. Well, we don't know the password for this data. So they have to get 3 errors. Three errors and now we're good. No? It takes us out. Alright, cool. So we have to find a password for this. Try no password. Okay, let's do it again. Sudo L. Sorry, try again. No, it doesn't work. Maybe I could have tried password 123 or something. Should I do that? That still sucks out. There's no history. Yeah, try it. Okay, let's try different things. Sudo L. Pass. 1, 2, 3. All right, one more try. Password. What do we want to try? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We can try www data. Nope. All right. So that fudged up. Seems like we're a bit stuck in this. How do we get anything? So we've already, when we did the search, where did we find it? We found it in user what? We defined it a home think user.txt. Let's go into think, no? Su-l enum time. What is enumeration time? Try it. S-U-L. Can you develop a bit? MC so that we can see. So the password, I have no idea what the password is, folks. Is it asking for the password again, the same one? Authentication failure. Find anything owned by W and skim it. Ooh, okay. So just going around, right? Can we go into home? All right, CD home. All right, we can just go type this, right? ls files html lookup.th html. Hey Mulgars, good to see you. How's it going? Good. We're doing good. And yourself, Mulgars. Right now we're doing the same box as always, as you saw last time, and we are on to the privilege escalation part. We're still trying to understand this. The good news is that we have a functioning shell, thanks to Ghost, who helped us out big time, and we're trying to escalate our privileges. I was thinking password, just remember the above directory. First thing, try cat etc password. All right, let's do it. Cat etc pass wd. Okay, was that what's supposed to happen? Right, it shows the different ones, right? So there's root, there's daemon, there's bin, there's sys, there's games, there's man, LP, mail, news. Oh wow, it's music. It just shows what users are there. Yeah, and there's Stink right there, which is the one we saw. But where's Jose? We logged in with Jose, but it doesn't seem like they have a user onto the machine itself. Just lower the music a little bit. It's pretty epic, but it's a bit loud. I was thinking password could just remember the above. I was thinking the slash password couldn't remember the above directory. All right, let's just keep browsing. I think enumeration time from MC is a good idea. I have a question for you. What age did you migrate to Spain? I think it was like late teens. Yeah, I was in my late teens when I moved to Spain. Mulgars is a former Spanish person. Well, former Spanish person. That's a lot to say. Mulgars is from Spain and lives in the US now. And sometimes questions why they live in the US. It just shows what users are there. Okay, so good. We know some users are there. We know that think is here. We know there's USQL and stuff like this. There's nobody. Nobody, non-existent. Oh my god, who would create this? All right, no login. What does this mean, no login? No login. Does think also have no login? No, doesn't have no login. Oh nice, I was wondering because I'm thinking about going back and I'm thinking about my kids adapting to Spain. How is that for your age? Good. The thing is I already moved to the United States as a kid and that was pretty tough because I didn't speak any English. It was some of the most difficult years of my life when you just arrive in your teenagehood into a place where you're just looking for your own identity and you don't speak the language. It's really tough. But have you been speaking to Spanish to your kids? And how old are your kids, Malgars? Can you give us an idea? W data. Okay, so we're here. www. Let's explore a bit what's on www. So we have files lookup.thm. Maybe there's some things there. I mean, maybe it's these files actually that we'll see here. So let's ls files dot lookup .thm. So there's two public, but there's only public.html. Huh. All right, let's see HTML. ls html, and then there's index.php. Okay, and what about lookup? ls lookup.thm. Okay, so none of us are really giving us any true way forward as to what we want. User shared no login means you can't log in as them. Okay, and I think we might want to use think. Yeah, thanks for that, XR. Does it have trees? Oh, a tree is nice. You're right. I didn't think about it. So I think we're gonna use think at one point. We're gonna use think at one point. So let's use tree. Let's see if tree is available. Tree dot. Will this work? Tree not found. Oh, okay. Let's apt install tree then. Permissions denied. Are you root? And we can't sudo this, no. Sudo apt install tree. Yeah, same thing. You will give me a hint for privilege escalation. Appreciate that. Is this privilege escalation? Does this qualify? How was it? How was Spain when you went to Spain? Mine are early teens. Well, Spain was fine. The language is super easy to learn. I'm a French person, so for me it was very easy to learn. I mean, if your kids speak Spanish, then they should be good, no? Did you speak Spanish to them as kids? And it was the second time for me learning a language. So if your kids already know another language, I feel like it makes it so much easier. I don't know. I think when the second language is the hardest to learn. After that, it's easier. Find all. They're both fluent actually. So yeah, moving to Spain, and they've probably been going on vacation to see your family, you know? In Spain, I assume a little bit. They're fluent in both actually. Also, you have to see where they move in, because if they move into like, if you live in New York and you move to Madrid, it's probably not too bad. But if you live in New York and you move to, I don't know, Zaragoza or like a smaller city, yeah, every year. So yeah, there shouldn't be a bit of a lag. Maybe talk openly about it with them. I think it's something that's important. Clearly communicate about why you're doing this, and but yeah, I think you're on the right track if they speak fluently Spanish. Okay. Cool. I will give you a hint for a privilege escalating. They're fluent both actually. Find star all. Okay. Oh, that's really good. We can enumerate everything. Find. So we're gonna find that in the same folder. We want to find everything. So this will enumerate everything that we have underneath. Might be quite large. Okay, it's not too bad. So you have lookup.thm, public HTML. That's a really good point. Thanks for that, MC. Chief viewers on Streamboo. Dude, get the fuck out. Get banned. Follow, whisper, invite. No way. Where are my mod actions? How do I manage suspicious user? Restrict, monitor, restrict. Restricted as suspicious user. I'm not sure what that did. Oh no. Oh, just close my chat. 1 second. Dark mode is back. And how do I delete this thing? How do I block you? Alright, oh, can't do it. Alright, fuck it. I'll just stay there for a little bit. Hope you don't mind. Whenever you use a lower user, need to go root. Okay, this is the hint that Ghost is giving us. Whenever you are a lower user and need to go to root, most of the time in Hack the Box and Try Hack Me, it will be related to binaries. Yeah, good that you say. I have no idea what binaries are. I think I do, but not really. Binaries. All right, let's keep exploring this. So we have lookup.html, public HTML. That's good. Lookup.thm, index, CSS, login. These are all things that we had on the server. Okay, I wonder why we have it duplicated too. HTML, files lookup.thm, permissions denied. Okay, when we look for files lookup.thm, public HTML, lfinder. Oh, interesting that we can't go there. HTML / index.php, lookup.thm, lookup.thm, public HTML, lookup.thm, public HTML. Okay, we don't really see any large thing that we can exploit, no? Like, there's no user.txt or something. So, exit for Windows, same binary for Linux. Good day. Hey, Sync in the Mind. Good day to you. How are you, my good person? I like to say my good sir, but I don't know everyone's gender. So I'll say good person, as weird as it sounds. Good to see you, Sync in the Mind. We're on this box now, the same as you came in. I think you came in about 10 days ago. We might have been on the same box. So now we're looking to privilege escalate. And we have been receiving a few tips. Ghost is saying that we have to go into the binaries. And exit for Windows, same binaries for Linux. But we don't really know what that is. So maybe we can explore a little bit, trying to understand what binaries mean. Also in the chat, we have Malgar is trying to figure out whether he can move back to Spain with his family. And I say, of course. I think it's more on your partner, though. Is your partner Malgar's Spanish as well? That would make it easier, I think. Are they in for it? And Ghost is telling us about binaries. Is a Spaniard too. Nice. So yeah, it should be easy. Are they on board? Sir is on point. Nice. You can view a PHP source without it rendering. Hope this doesn't spoil. Okay, you can view HTTP source without rendering. Hope it don't spoil. I don't know this box. If it does, it's okay. I think there's so many steps more. It's like we still have to figure out. So index.php. You can view PHP source without rendering it. Okay, okay, okay. So you want to cat the text? I'm down. But index.php, I don't know if it's that's a thing, because index.php, maybe it is. All right, let's stop thinking and just start doing. That's what they said. All right, let's go into cd dot lookup dot thm slash public html. Was this work? No. It's a file directory. Okay. Okay, so cd files dot lookup dot thm. All right, we're here. cd public HTML. Okay, so we're moving in forward on this. And we're gonna go into, we're gonna go cat index.php. I'm not sure if you folks are the thing is the right thing. Oh, cat instead of cat. Cat index.php. Will this work? This time I typed it right. Okay, so it's PHP. We can see it. So that's really good. So I don't think the PHP thingy is a very relevant thing because, yeah, you don't know this box MC. The thing is the box already has a login page. So when you go into lookup.thm, you can see this is probably the rendering text for this, right? Inset cookies equal to login status and login status equals success. Oh wait, we could have logged in this way with a cookie. Is set cookies equal to login status success login redirect to a page in the file subdomain header location. Change HTTP file lookup destination page to the appropriate URL. Exit. Cookie for successful login not found. Wait, so we can use cookies here? Oh, hey, Grout XT, you're back. Good to see you. They are just trying to plan the landing as soft as possible. Understanding. Where do you want to move to? Where in Spain would you see yourself moving into? Hey, Grout XT. Yeah, I saw the other day actually, Grout XT, that you were the first person to make a clip on this channel of the map. Folks, last week with Grout, we were trying to see which map this was from, of which country it was. And who won? I think it was you, Grout, in the end that won. Sync in the mind, it's lookup.thm. Yeah, that's the name of the box. Do you want to explode the server? Wow. Do you want to explode the server again like last time? I know you want to. Ghost knows me too well. Ghost, in the beginning when we didn't have Ghost knows me from the beginning when we didn't have the whole server. We were using the boxes from the virtual labs from Hack the Box, and we just loved crashing them all the time. All right, you put lookup.thm star instead of lookup.thm. Oh yeah, really? Or maybe that was from a while ago. That PHP might not be relevant, but once logged in, it's always to check some source code because there are many other system credentials hard-coded. Okay, this is interesting, sync in the mind. That PHP page might not be relevant. Yeah, I don't think it is because this is what we used to log in. But once logged in, it's always valid. Check source code because there are maybe other system credential hard-coded in source code file. That's true. But look, it's quite interesting here. It means that you can also log in with a cookie. Login status and cookie says login success is equal success. We can try this, no? Do you want to try this? To try to put the cookies in? Inspect. Can we create cookies here? Performance, memory. Is it memory? No. Maybe we can try to do something here. We have a few chats to catch up on. So all you need is a cookie named login status. Is that to authenticate? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that's all we need. We can try it. I'm down to try it. No, I think you were talking about the... which country was it? It was Poland, yep. I think we tried this with MC a while ago. Did we see if we could see this on the home directory? Bilbao, Zaragoza, Pamplona, something like that. Oh, that'd be nice. And right now you're living in a similarly large city? I think it's also about where you're moving from, because if you're moving from the countryside to a large city, usually I think for teenagers it's quite nice, but the other way around might be more difficult. You have to click the chevron arrow on the right side of memory. Okay. All right, so folks, let's try to do this. It's telling us something, and I think we should try it. Just for fun. There should be one called application where you modify site cookies. All right, let's make this large screen. Our application. Or can we go in Burp Suite? Probably in Burp Suite we could do it. Ah, there we go. Login status equals success. You see here? So wait, what does this say about our instance running? Cookie successful. So if it's not very visually appealing. Login status is equal to success. Successful login, redirect to a page in the file subdomain. So if login status and cookie is equal to success, then you put in header lfinder change HTML. So it takes us to lfinder, change HTTP files, look up the THM destination page to the appropriate link, to the appropriate URL, and then exit. Else cookie successful, not found. Does this matter? Oh, now there's no data. The cookie's been deleted. No. .614. Not sure what's going on here. Okay, you have to visit the files that lookup.thm. Okay. Sheets, style sheets cannot be loaded. You have another host records. So I put in the same address for both. No, okay, not a large city. So you don't come from a large city. Okay, I've already created one. I'm not sure what we're up to. I don't know if this is relevant because we already have a login here. So we logged in with someone else. I'm not sure if this is helping us here. It's a copy that lfinder URL. The one up. Files that lookup.thm. Is that the one you were looking at? Files? I think we just try that. Yeah. All right, folks. So we're here and we're still trying to privilege escalate. We've been given a hint by Ghost that it might be through binaries, because that's usually how it works on Hack the Box and Try to Hack Me, things like that. We've tried enumerating different things and it doesn't seem to contain much information that could be relevant to us. What's our next step here? Yeah, Ghost, about what you said about wanting to explore. Explode the server. Yeah, honestly, I kind of want to get back to that. To try to make things crash, just for fun. Look up the THM. You put look up the THM. Look, okay. lfinder is a well-known vulnerable application. Yeah, this is how we got our. This is how we got our shell. Now I think it's all. We don't need to go back to the application here. I think we should look up on how to. Exactly. Let me catch up. You got a shell, but a low privilege. Exactly what we got. Mulgars found it all for us. Also, it just needs the privilege escalation. Exactly. So we found different users. We found one that's called, it starts with a T. We found it. There it is. It is with Think. It's called Think. I think it's nagging us a bit, being called Think. So I think we need to escalate to Think. Didn't do that on purpose. All right, how do we get to Think? How do we change users? How do you change Linux on our user on Linux? Can we just try to change it and see what happens? How do you change user in Linux from the shell terminal? SU think. All right. Shell terminal. Let's see what ChatGPT, if ChatGPT gives us more complete. All right, SU, yeah, I think. SU dash. What is SU dash? SU to change user. All right. What's the command you see when you run sudo l? It triggers us a password for the current user that we have, which is www-data. Well, www-data. And we don't have that password, so we're stuck. We tried different easy passwords. We'll try password. I don't know what this is. We don't have a password. But at the same time, I don't think there's a user called nothing. Okay. SU. Think dash. Cannot access to think. No such directory. Do we type in wrong? Yeah, we type DU instead of SU. Password. Empty password. Oh, shoot. Authentication failure. Oh yeah. Okay, good to know. The dash means okay. So SU is how to change to root user with root user's environment. You may, Mulgars is telling us, you may want to find binaries to set UID bit on. Folks, I need to understand better what binaries are. Because Ghost has talked about it before. Seems to be quite a common thing. But can't figure out what it is. You may want to find binaries with set UID bit on. Binary is just an executable. Okay. Binaries are basic applications. Okay. Okay. So, like LS is a binary? Or is that goes even below that even? Binary is just an executable. So we need to find an executable, basically. So if you use CMD on Windows, cmd.exe is a binary on C Windows System 32. I think so. I'm not really familiar with Windows, but I think I follow you, yeah? I've been calling you Sink in the Mind, but it's Sick in the Mind. Holy, that's a much scarier username. Sick in the Mind. In Linux, it's similarly written. A bunch of built-in binary files are pre-written programs to do certain functions. Set UID is a permission marker that runs as the user who owns the file. Anything that runs is a binary. Ooh, that's interesting. Set UID is a permission marker that runs as a user who owns the file. Okay. Anything that runs is a binary. Okay. So a lot of things are binary. Thanks for the explanation, Grout XT. Mulgars lists the file in bin or sbin. You want to see that? Okay. You should actually echo path. Why would I want to echo path for the password? var files lookup. Okay, I don't think we need to be there. How are we in var, by the way? varw. I think this is where files are usually stored for web files. Echo path on Linux. This will tell you all the paths in that your environment will execute in a binary. Echo path on Linux will tell you all the path Echo's environment will execute in a binary. Ooh, okay. Well, let's try it. I think it's gonna start from. I'm down. Let's try it. $path. Echo $path. And just put. Oh shoot. $path Oof, Mulgars with a long explanation. Alright, the path on Linux, this will tell you the path that your environment will execute the binary. So Mulgar said bin, these are only two path binaries exist. How it helps clarifying what it is, okay. Let's see what it is. Okay, that we can use as execution. User local bin, user bin, user bin, user bin. Fuck? As bin. Local as bin. So this is the only thing we can execute then with our current add. If I understand correctly, what you said, sick in the mind, it's path. I will tell you all the path that environment will execute on a binary. So that's really good. We found something that will execute as a binary. Ooh, there's some disagreements in the chat. For example, password is a binary used to change passwords. What's wrong about it? All right, let's start a fight, folks. Riots in the chat. For example, password is a binary used to change passwords. When you run it, you will not be able to change your own password because you do. Whoa. It's a bit of chat. For example, password is a binary used to change passwords. When you run it, you will not be able to change your own password because you do have write permissions in the password or shadow files, right? So your password has the set UID bit on, so when you run it, it runs as root. What's wrong about it? Password can run as any user. It runs a bit sticky for the root user. It returns an elevated password changing program. Return, oh god, XR. XR wants to start a riot. Nice one. The requirement is you have to know the current user's password. Maybe I misunderstood the way you started. Say that, Mulgars. Alright, we should find a punishment for sinking the mind. Kidding, of course. You all are trying to help. I guess that makes sense. I'll have to look into different sticky bits and set UID. There's a course on this, folks, on Hack the Box. I think we did it with MC back in the day. I know how to start a fight, lol. That's exactly what I mean. Password has set UID bit on, otherwise can't ever run elevated. Alright, sudo u wdata id. Switch user as su. Okay, username. Alright, let's su to think. Password. Can we brute force it again? I don't know. I feel a lot more comfortable getting into machines than actually running it, than actually escalating privileges once you're inside of them. It's a bit dark. I think it requires a bit more effort. So var files. I don't think we're in the right place here within var. I think we should definitely go to home. Whoopsie. ls. Oh, how does our home take us to var? This is not something I understand. When we do this, the tilde usually means home, no? Then I'm not sure why we're being taken to the var place. I was walking the downside down here, some MC what I do. Not much MC. We're just recalling the time that you and I were learning about set UID and bits and stuff like this. It was a while ago. Because your www data. Okay. catec password gerp www data. Yeah, I don't know if maybe it's gonna work. Let's try it. Cat etc/pass. No login. Is this why we're in var? Is this because there is no login here? Could this be the reason? And that's its home folder. Okay. www home is var, so XR is telling us www data's home is var www. Okay. That is www data home data as a service account. Oh. GURP www data etc password. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you're saying yes to this because there's no login. This is our... Okay. Yeah, and I think I've heard it before on... We used to work this out with the Shy Hat once we did this. I think after he came and rated us, he explained to us that a lot of the data for web servers could be found at var www and then something else. We took notes on it. Alright, no look at the line says... No look GURP. Okay, no look at the line. It says your home is... Ah, really? It says this? User has been no login? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I see. Interesting. Thanks for that. Was it Mulgars? So this says what our home is. That's really interesting. Do you have var www? Okay, that's cool. Next time will be to look at the command to print out a list of executable files with set UID bit on it. That's my opinion. Yeah, and we did that. What was it? Okay, we did echo path and we found this user local, whoopsies. User local sbin. So let's go to it, no? So we're there. Cool. ls. Should be an sbin, no? Here. User local sbin. Do we find it? Sbin, okay. So do we cd into sbin? Okay, so we're here. And there's ls. Is that empty? Is that what it means? They're just hidden files. What do I do here? What do we do here? And local L as bin share. So what did we learn earlier here? We put echo path, and then the output was a path that we can execute, and that is user local sbin, user local bin. Okay, bin can also be run. User sbin, user bin, use sbin, bin. So you can do all kind of bins. What are bins in Linux in general? Here, read this pitch quickly. There's cyber city biz, understanding etc password like format. These are just paths. They'll explain better the password fields. So I'm not used to having this many people in the chat, folks. It's wonderful to have you all. It's just I don't know how to regulate this just yet. I think we'll come with a bit more experience. So when you run a command like cat, it knows where to check. You come in where like it knows where to check. Just bad. Okay. Yeah, I suggested that earlier. Whichever one gives a clue. Sudo L is one way. There are. Yeah, I suggested that earlier. Whichever one gives a clue. Chat is very limiting to explain things. I can't type at the speed of brain. Mostly trying to make him struggle. Thank you. Oh, bin equals binary. That's really useful. Bin equal binaries and as bin is equal to system binaries. Doctor, you're getting a bit confused. What echo have you folders where tools and binaries are located? You're getting a bit confused. What echo have you folders where tools and binaries are located? No entiendo nada. I don't get you. Gross, I see these are folders that search for when you're running a command. For example, cat might be in... Oh, okay, I see. But so it's probably not that useful, grout xd, to go into these, no? I think we can execute them. Yeah, makes sense. But we're not going to find a password or anything in there. Or do you think it's worth exploring? Do you want to do sudo L? I feel like everyone's been asking for sudo L for a while. The thing is, then it triggers us for password for www data. Ghost was the first one to suggest to do this. The thing is, though, is that we need a password for it, and it doesn't work. We tried different combinations, including the nothing one, and it doesn't work. So, folks, it's not this. We can't do this yet. We need to escalate maybe into the user think first. Maybe we can find think's password or something. But this doesn't work. Sudo L doesn't work so far. Let's check out what Sync in the Mic is proposing us. Cyber City Biz Fag understanding etc password format. Oh, difficulty easy. Oh, that's a pretty web page. I like it. It's a cute penguin on it. Cyber City Biz. The thing is, I can't copy links very easily, and this is way too bright. No, we can make it tiny. So folks, I learned, was it yesterday? I don't know, I looked at the stats yesterday and I learned that most of you from the United States. Since it's dark, I'd rather keep the screen dark, but I think it's also fine to have a little bit of white too. Can you explain etc password file format for Linux and Unix-like operating systems? Yes, okay. The etc password file stores essential information required during login. In other words, it stores user account information. The etc password is a plain text file and contains a list of the system's account, giving for each account some useful information like user ID, group ID, home directory, shell, and more. The etc password file should have general read permissions, as many command utilities use it to map user ID to usernames. However, write access to the etc password must only limit for the super user root account. Yeah, that makes sense, no? You don't want any user just to be able to change everyone's passwords and stuff. Tutorial details, easy. Root privileges, no. So, yeah, username, password. Ooh, right, it's in the shadow files, no? Encrypted or salted password is stored in TC shadow file. Please note that you need... Do you folks understand salted? This is something I understood for a certification that I did. So if anyone needs an explanation, your guy. I'm just happy I can explain something for once and not be explained everything. Password, X character, okay. User ID. Each user must be assigned a user ID, UID. UID 0 is reserved for root. UIDs 1 to 99 are reserved for other predefined accounts. 100 and to 999 are reserved by sysadmin. Okay, cool to know. So let's take our example here. When we do etc password, we got this wdata. So that's the salted password, right? Oh shoot. That's a salted password, and that is the What is that? Sorry, password, try again. Where's the little folder that I had? Oh shoot, did I really just lose it? There it is, it's over there. So looking here, data X, this is the password. The UID is 33. The group ID, the primary group ID is also 33. Okay. The user ID info jack cost, the comment field allows you to extract information about the user's full name, phone number, etc. Folks, I know this might not be super interesting. It's just really nice to review what we understand here, right? Just to understand where we are. www data. This is our home directory, okay? So data var WAHTK command shell is the absolute path. Okay. Makes sense to me, I think, folks. Any questions? Okay, there's been a few chats. Try the sudo L for sure. Yeah, so Grok, we did that. As you can see, we need a password, and it's just not something we have right now. Maybe we can try to brute force it. I'd be pretty down. I like a good brute force, but flashbang, my eyes. Yeah, I understand. I need to find a way for when I click links that it doesn't just open on my regular computer, but instead that it opens on this machine. Maybe I can put something on this machine to display the chat as well. Maybe that'd be the best. And then I can have it here, next to my face. Here. Alright, flashbang. Yeah, my eyes. I understand. Sorry about that, XR. Had to find my sunglasses. MC's walking the dog at night and trying to look for sunglasses. Use it to season the hashes. Make them yummy. Wow. You guys are in a funny mood today. Use it to season the hashes. Yeah. Yummy hashes with vinegar, oil, and salt. That sounds very, very Spanish there. And then you want to spread some tomato on it before. Did you set up Discord? No, not yet. Don't have the server yet. Set UID probably. Find next command. You can check percentage bits for it. All guards, I'll do it. Promise that we'll have a server soon. I need to figure out how to do it this weekend. Do I have time? I have a Christmas party. I think Sunday I'll have time. Sunday I'm gonna try to do the server. So on Monday we'll have it. Set UID is next probably. The find command can check the permissions bits for it. I love that. Grow XD, you have very good suggestions and I appreciate that. So let's do this. Set UID is set UID next probably. Okay. Find the command can check the permissions bit for it. The find command can check the permissions bits for it. Okay. All right. So let's find this. Find in this name is set UID. And then, as Ghost once told us, to dev null. Okay. It didn't find anything. Set UID. When you find the command, make sure it's part of your notes on things to do manual. Yeah, for sure. We have it open here. Look at us, we took notes today. MC was the one insisting for those new here. MC was the one that insisted that we make some notes, and I'm very thankful to them for that. All right, set UID and set grid. You probably have to find Google Ask AI. Find perm 4000. Type F. What is perm 4000? Oh, 4000 means execute all, or? Yeah, Mulgar's command looks about right. Nice. I checked my notes for when I did and I didn't have... And I didn't save any of my commands loads. That was dumb of me. Oh man. It's like XR, whenever one of us does something, you like psychologically just think, oh yeah, I don't need to, I'll remember it, and then you just don't. Sometimes we just have to suck it up and just do it. All right, Mulgar's comment looks pretty good. I wonder why permission 4000 means. I think it's 4 is for, it's out of 7, right? Find in all perm 4000 type. One second, there's a bit of stuff since type f to dev slash let's see what happens. Okay, we do have a bit of things. So if we understand correctly, these are the things that we can set UID. $4,000 is the set UID permissions. Oh, okay, okay. So let's write this down. Privilege escalation, I think it fits here. When searching for, let's copy that command we did. The 4000 is for, what is it for? We just said it. It is for set UID permissions. $4,000 is set UID permission to find files with that perm on. Okay, nice. I normally dump my entire command history, then clean up after. Why would you dump your entire command history? It's the number form, for example, chmod 777. Yeah, exactly. 4000 is a set UID one. Okay. Got it. Nice. Thanks for that explanation, GrowlXT. X34 is telling us I'm working on setting up a log session for the terminal so all commands are automatically saved in the machine directly. That's true. It's good to have the something saved in the machine. It's just that there's just so much noise. It's hard on the moment when you're trying to figure out what you did to go back on this and then find the actually right one. It's just easier to have the right one noted down manually. Grout, you come no, Grout, you're usually watching Cyborg. What does she usually use to take notes? Is it the same thing as us? The cherry tree? Or is she using something else? I know that probably from the people I've seen, the shy hat is the best note taker. I think he uses what does he usually use? His GitHub directly. So 4000 is set UID. So we have a few results here. These are all files that have set UID permissions on, right? Now, are any of them interesting? Sudo. Oh, that's pretty interesting. So that means we can set UID of sudo. I see one. Is that the one you were referring to? Is it sudo? He has to run all of them. All these binaries run as owning of user instead of their user who runs it. Ooh, nice. He has to read them. Okay. I like how XR is trying to keep the chat quiet. The name is so obvious, he's just had to read them. I mean, there's a sudo here as well. There's password. That's really good. Wait, why is this 1974? And folks, we're gonna have to go to work soon. Especially me coming back from holiday, it'd be good if I cut. He just uses GitHub online. Okay. One binary will stand out. See carefully, and it's not sudo. Good to go. Set up Discord. Got to go. Set up Discord. I will, Mulgars. This weekend. Thanks for coming in the chat. Super helpful. Okay, so there's one and it's not sudo. There's password. Okay, snap ch gp password mount new group password sudo unmount daemon launcher ssh key signs. Do we like ssh? Is that even better than sudo? G password mount net group password sudo unmount open ssh. These are all in snap. I don't know what the snap does. Okay, user library polyckit polkit agent helper 1 open ssh eject pmw at user mount g password chfn sudo chsh password mount su new group on pouch. Okay, folks, I understand some of them might be pretty good. If I had to guess right now which one were the most important, I would have said sudo, but you don't seem to say it's this. Is it because these are not for our users? What is 1974 even? It's probably the user, and we don't have access to that. So I think these are the most interesting. I think these are the most interesting thing. What is the more interesting one? Password, probably. User bin password. That's probably the most interesting one, no? Although we won't find the password in there. One binary search. See carefully and no, it's not sudo. Okay, interesting, Ghost. Got to go set up Discord. Yep. Okay, folks, and what do you want out of Discord? Like, I understand we want a Discord, and I'm happy to do it. Like, what's the point? What do we want out of it? As a community, let's think together. What do you enjoy about having a Discord? Although I probably should have asked when Malgars was here, because he seems to be the one that's interested in having a Discord. So if you want to throw out some ideas of what you want out of it, please do. Okay, one last hint. The path of the binary stands out. The path of the binary stands out. A binary is anything that's executable, so that can run. It's an executable. Fuse point, G point. I think it has to be one of the bottom ones, huh? Because here it means that we're directly in our stuff, in our own stuff. And it's not sudo. Isn't sudo really cool? New group, unmount. Unmount is probably relevant. New group, no. Switch user. Switch user is really nice, no? Because if we can run this as a... Snap as a package manager. So this probably doesn't mean shit, no? And the fact that there's snap and then we can run set UID as a package manager. Like we don't... User pies binary. Really, that's the one we're interested in. Is that the one you're telling us is critical? Discord, we can share thoughts, connect with other like-minded people, build a community. What if we were to compare this list with your list to fill out what system ones? What if we were to compare this list to your list to filter out the system ones? What about my list? Oh, on my computer. Okay, I understand. Folks, I understand we want to understand the difference and what's relevant here. First, we have to understand what set U... I want to read quickly what set UID does. Set UID. Just having a proper, longer explanation. In general, what does this command help us understand? Yeah, copy and paste that list to ChatGPT and ask what stands out. Yeah, totally. I'm thinking about doing this, but let's try to understand first. Discord is we can share thoughts, connect with like-minded people, build a community. Okay. And it's like, will you want to hop on chat channels and just go on the stream and stuff like this? I feel like this might be a bit chaotic. As you can tell today, there was like already a lot of chatters. So if we all get these chatters in voice format, it might be a bit complicated. Mostly just use Discord for playing Among Us and stuff like this. League of Legends, things like this. But PUBG, things like this. But never really for hang out with the community. Could be really fun every once in a while to have a chat and ask some questions and just talk about cyber. That could be really interesting. It's just, you know, to be honest, I'm a bit scared of having just everyone just be able to connect on a live chat and just, you know, have this chat, everyone talking over each other. Or live ethical hacking bounties. Could be fun. We'll stream talk about projects. Jump in, jump, return, and leave. Oh my god. It's not even created that it's already toxic. Copy paste a list to ChatGPT and ask what sends out. Yeah, okay, let's read let's finish the chat and then we'll read what ChatGPT says. It can be fun. We'll stream talk about projects. Sounds fun. Return. Yeah, I can't remember who it was with, but XR and I were with another chatter, and they were quite aggressive. Like, they were very helpful, but they were very aggressive in their way of explaining things, and I couldn't find one thing, and it just said, return! Instead of explaining what they meant, they just spammed the return. Man, I really want to create some custom emojis. I'm not sure if we need to expand our account to inactivate monetization. But I want to create some emojis and have fun with it. Or live ethical hacking bounties. I'm down for that. You can set permissions on channels that prevent that from happening, to be honest. Yeah. There's also a website that has a list of dangerous commands to have set UID on. Ooh. Ooh, okay. List of dangerous commands to have set UID on. Okay. It's dangerous, like good for us, no? Dangerous for a defender, an opportunity for us attackers. All right, let's read down a bit what ChatGPT thinks about set UID. Set UID is a special permissions bit on Linux executables. When a file has the set UID bit set, anyone who runs that file executes it with the permissions of the file's owner, often root. Example, user bin password is owned by root and the set UID is set so normal users can change their passwords. Okay, we can see user bin password, so that's really good. What does that mean? So anyone who runs that file, execute it with the permission of the... Okay, can we just try to run it then? Let's just try to run user sudo cat, I guess. Okay, is that how it works? Cat, this? Wait, I don't know why I said sudo cat. Fudge. Ah, right. But it requires... Okay. So I'll just say this. Just to understand as an example, let's just say we ran the command I pasted. And one of the results was, does this mean that I can just cat it with my current user? The thing is, I do not know this user's password. Yes, you can cat it, but no, it doesn't help you log in or change passwords. User what does SUID on? Okay, that's really useful. All right, let's see. Grout and a few more folks have written a message, a chat. We'll read in a second. what SUID on user bin password actually means. User bin password SUID because it needs temporary root privileges to update password hashes and etc shadows. Is SUID because it needs temporary root privileges to update password hashes and etc shadows. Okay, because of this, any user can run the password program even though modifying etc shadows requires root. Huh, but the SUID does not give you access to the code or to someone else's password. You can just cat user bin password because it's a binary file, readable by everyone. Really, we can just cat that. So no need to sudo. I'll have to type in a few random passwords because we can't type Control-C. Maybe it's just because we type sudo, we shouldn't pad that. We can just type cat usr bin okay, that's very clear. How can we visualize this better? All right, I think I have an idea a little bit. Okay. You may not change language. Okay. Password unchanged. Cannot change ID to root. Can't set UID 0. Ah, okay. When you set UID 0, we saw earlier in the thing that was sent by Sick in the Mind, the set UID 0 was usually safe for root. So that's good. Okay. Now let's read a few chats. GroutXT sent us this. You can only escalate privileges if you want. You can take advantage of the privileges for what you want. The AI is getting really dumb about now. Yeah, really? I think Grout, it's not the first time that you are suspicious of AI prompting. Copy and paste the whole list of menus to find out which of the pamper we can command. Okay, let's do it. What stands out? Yeah, you suggested that earlier. I think it's a good idea. Maybe we'll explain a bit more why this stands out. MC. Alright, put your sunglasses on, folks. MC, I hope you have your sunglasses on. Can you tell me what especially stands out to you? Let's see. Gotta say, yo, what's sus about this, then paste. Without giving exploitation steps. Yeah, so I think that's what we did. Here's a safe high-level breakdown of what stands out without giving exploitation steps. Okay. Most of your list is expected SUID binaries that exist on every Ubuntu system. So password always does. Gpassword, chfn, okay. Sudo, eskeys, these are not unusual and generally not useful on their own unless the version is outdated, the permissions are misconfigured, the machine has known hack-the-box trick around them. What actually does stand out? User has been PWM. PWM. Is it what you are all looking for? Is this the one you are all like, ah, don't tell him? There it is. Really, I don't understand why PWM is anything special. But good to know. Alright, and we're gonna make MC proud and put it in our notes. If set UID is open on this one, it's gold. How good is your reverse skill? Oh, we're gonna reverse. Are we gonna reverse shell? Gotta say, yo, what's sus about this? Then paste. PWM, there it is. Now, how good is your reverse skill? It's has been and not been. Has been a system bin. Did I say it wrong? It makes a difference, I guess, no? That it's been and not has been. PMW. All right, let's try to see why it's this is not a standard. This is immediately makes it most interesting thing to investigate safely. In bold, of course, safely. It stands out. It is a user has been usually for admin tools. Oh, okay. Has been is for admin tools. This makes also very good a very good. These notes are really good also for bedtime stories with my kids whenever I'll have any. Has been system, I don't know, is system binary. Alright, usually for admin tools, SUID runs with elevated privileges. It's not part of Ubuntu's default packages. Custom SUID are classic hack the box privilege escalation clues. This does mean it's exploitable, but it deserves attention because anything custom running with root privileges might allow behavior. Might allow behavior the other didn't expect. Okay. What to do? Safe conceptual guidance only. Look at what the binary does, check permissions, see who runs it. So let's freaking run it. Let's see what happens. All right, let's just copy it again. And I'll have to go, otherwise my boss is gonna whip me. First I'm taking holidays, how dare I? And then, oh no, don't clear anything. No, don't clear channel. Oh no, have I done? Have I done the unforgivable? No, do not do that. Oh, fuck, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Oh no. Okay, expired machine, that's what happened. Alright, folks. Exploit. Alright, we'll run the exploit against tomorrow. It's stuck, step bro. Step bro. I think the box died. Yeah, probably. Okay, so set UID tomorrow is our go-to. We're going so slowly on this box. We've been doing this for maybe 10 days now. You want to go in history? This is the only history I'll ever allow you to see. Clear recent history, search history. When was the first time we did lookup? Wait, I don't want to search history. I want to see my history. What was the first time we did this? Search history, clear search history, manage history. Today, last 7 days, this month. Lookup. Lookup, the first time we did lookup. We can't see when. I don't know what it was. Views, show columns, most recent, last modify added. Alright, fuck it. We can't see when we was. But we've been on this for a good time. Why are we doing the boxes directly and not learning the privilege escalation? Damn, so you didn't miss much. Okay. Aggression, GitHub, this side is good. Auto mod, what is this? Oh, okay. I can allow grots. That's pretty useful of a tool. I wish it did that for more spammy words like the ghost, whatever. Okay. Has been a system, I don't know. It's custom made, not so Ghost is telling us it's custom made and not Linux default binary. Okay. Oh, okay. So ChatGPT follows the religion of safetyism. Okay, so there's something up there. Yeah, ChatGPT follows it. Yeah, it's a great way to put it. I think the box died. It's stuck, step bro. All right, we're step bros now. Not like that. So what would that mean? We step bro would mean that we share a parent. I wonder which one we would share. Damn. So I don't miss much. So I didn't miss much. What do you mean we didn't miss much? In the 3 weeks or 4 weeks that you were gone, you missed a ton. But yeah, in the end, not really. But it's like the small things that just make a huge learning after a while, you know? And then the second time you do it, just goes so much faster. Why are we doing boxes directly and not learning the privilege escalation? That's a good point. You want to learn privilege escalation? Hack the box. Here, 1 second. Probably y'all will see. Let me just make myself huge. There we go. Hey. Login. I never really understood this, why they have a lady in yoga pants on Hack the Box. The home page. It's always distracting. It's like, what am I looking at? It's fine, I don't mind, but it's just kind of like, why on a hacking platform? Feels a little bit manipulative. So, Ghost wants to see, verify I'm human. I just avoided you to have to wear sunglasses. Alright. Let's go, let's move the camera back to being small. So I'm down to learn privilege escalation. I think it's a little bit more fun to do it with you folks on a hands-on lab, but if we can find a good explanation, a good theory course, and maybe it can be fun. So privilege escalation, let's see. Focus on Windows, okay, attack modules, attack and defense, privilege escalation, Windows privilege, okay, Linux. Okay. Relevant paths. Local privilege escalation, medium. Cubes required, 200. How many cubes do I have? 69. Oh, nice. Really? I'm already paying for that. Can I just have it? Projected cost. So maybe it's already included in my stuff. Local privilege escalation. Should we do this, folks? Plays the beat and Hez does not turn. Alright, let's see. GTF Obbins, github.io. This site is good. GTF Obbins.github.io. This website is good. Probably made a spell mistake. GTF Obbins. GTF Obbins at GitHub. Oh my god, so many errors. GitHub. Is curated list of Unix binaries that can be used to bypass local security restriction and misconfigured systems. Oh, so we can use this to find the one that we were looking for, which is setuid PWM. Okay, maybe I can save this for later. And map. Okay, so different things that are okay. The spam bots break the link to bypass the auto mod. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. XR, that's a good point. He doesn't know. Plays the beat and heads does not turn. Try Me should have it in intro. Okay. Intro. I mean, this course also maybe works, no? Local privilege escalation. The thing is, I'm already paying for this, so there's a little bit of a bias there that I want to use this to justify the money I spent into this every month, along with learning the most common tools. Try Hack Me and Hack the Box have privilege, escalation, and other stuff. Pick a path and follow it. Alright, Ghost is more of the traditional approach of following courses. Credit required, 61 sections. Holy moly. The tool syntax has been killing me lately, especially when reading man pages. It hasn't included newer versions require flags X, Y, N in order to work. Yeah, I feel like we need to specify a bit more things. Like when you do Nmap, you do have to do different things and all. It's more and more customized as this discipline becomes more and more. There's more tools out there. So there's some on the really easy side, and there's some that are becoming harder, and you have to really specify everything. Put different flags, as you say. Yeah, it's very helpful. It's free in both sites. Try to find it on Friday Hack Me. Okay. It's for non-custom bins. Okay, cubes are not part of the Hack the Box Plus, unless they changed it. I have a... I don't know. I think I have a thing that includes all mediums. That includes all mediums. GoBuster vhost append domain is an example. Yeah. Yeah, true. It's getting a little bit more complex. I mean, hacking is only bound to get more complex as defend also get more complex. Right? I think so. You folks seem to know better than me. Okay, so let's just check Try Hack Me, and then I'll have to get to work. Tryhackme.com. I have it there, actually. So what do we want? We want to learn. We want to learn privilege escalation. Privilege. This one's silent. Try a different approach. Fudge. Fudge my ass. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that there's people online listening to me. Free security, cyber training, web fundamentals. Okay. This one maybe? SOC level 1. Red teaming. Maybe this. Oh, hard. I think I just shocked Grouts XT. The GoBuster, GoBuster. Oh yeah, nice. Use that then. I feel like GoBuster warns you about. XR is not the type of person that reads instructions. I like that. Just go with it. See what happens. That's another style. MC is very by the book. No, maybe I wouldn't say by the book, but MC likes to take their time to just take notes, really understand things, do it by the process. I mean, XR is more of a brute force. Just try things until it works kind of vibe. I like both of your approaches. It's nice to have you both on the chat to get a bit of the devil and the angel trying to whisper in both ears like we have in the cartoons. I'm not sure if that was a thing in cartoons, in American cartoons, but it was for sure in the ones I grew up with. What do we do? We do a junior pen tester? Enumeration, exploitation, and realistic hands-on experiences. We could do that one maybe. Burp Suite. Oh, there's so many things we could learn about privilege escalation. There it is here. What is shell? Introduction to sending and receiving Linux privilege escalation. Should we do that one? Fine. We can do this one. We'll do this one tomorrow. Hopefully it makes Ghost happy. I wish you didn't read that. It wasn't. Best part is when you end up reading the GitHub for hidden flags that you need. The firewall is down because my beat I beat my head against it for hours, lol. Oh my god, yes. The fuck is wrong with you guys? Wait. Best part is when you love reading the GitHub for hidden flags that you need. The firewall is down because my beat actually... Because I beat my head against it for hours. What the fuck am I reading? Yes, do that. Okay. We're gonna end the stream before I have liability on my hands for XR hurting their head, his head. Yes, save room. Okay, save room. Got it. Room saved. Folks, thank you very much for all being present. There was a lot of people today. Let's see if BlazeBits. I saw them online earlier. Maybe they're still here. We can maybe raid them. They are on InfoSec streams. Are they still here? No, they left a bit ago. I'm guessing a few of you came from BlazeBits. No, I saw most of you came at the same time. Too bad we couldn't stream them. It's really too bad there's no one after us. I'll try to motivate some of my friends in cyber to do the same path as me. Just starting at 8 AM. Alright, there's no one, folks, so we'll have to finish here for today. I'm pretty hard-headed, I'll be fine, lol. Still, don't slap your head against this. It's a tough slot for English streamer, maybe someone in the UK? Yeah, true. Starting at 7? Why not? If you know any English people that are thinking about getting into streaming, it'd be fun. Folks, thanks a ton for being here. We'll see you tomorrow for this junior pen tester. We'll do the security and cybersecurity. Okay, we already lost what we wanted to do, but we'll find it again. Are we gonna just escape this? No, no, no. We're saving this for later. We're saving this for later because we didn't have enough things already there. And we're saving this for later. And tomorrow we're still going to do the freaking box we've started for over a week and a half. Privilege escalation, box or not, we're not giving up. I think you need more tabs. I think I do too. You know what? That's a very good point. XR, you're going to get returned if you keep behaving like this. Folks, not enough tabs. Just return. All right, it's 8:25. I'm gonna get whipped when I get to work. Folks, thanks a ton for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow in a bit under 22 hours, 21 hours and 35 minutes for the new stream tomorrow. We're just gonna keep hacking this box until we break through. See you MC, see you XR, see you Grout XT, see you Sick in the Mind. Who else we had? We had Ghost as well. Thank you for being back. It's been good seeing you folks, some old faces. And some returning viewers. So lovely having you all. Mulgars as well. Suerte con todo. And I'll see you very soon. Ciao, folks.